Yo. So yo, in this video, I need to change out my clutch on my bike. I got an aftermarket clutch that I put on it because of the color. You know, I wanted it to blend in with the bike. But I have a lot more slack in this clutch than than the OEM, the original joint. I did adjust it. I adjusted it on the bottom near the engine, and I adjusted at the top where the lever's at. And both are pretty much maxed out, and I still have like more slack than I like. So I kind of wanted to go back to the OEM shit so it could have a tighter. I think I'll be more satisfied with how it'll feel, and because that's what was on the bike, that was what was meant to be on the bike. And after putting the aftermarket thing on there, I feel like that's probably what just need to stay on the bike. So I'm going to take the aftermarket clutch off, and I'm going to put the OEM back on. So that's what this video is about, yo. So y'all stay tuned. So this is the aftermarket clutch right here. If you see right here, and pull this back, I pretty much have this shit maxed out. Like, it's maxed out, yo. Like, there's no more threads. Like, if I go any further, this shit gonna fuck around and come off the lever. But what I want y'all to see is pay attention to the gap right here. See how much gap space I got? I still got a decent amount of gap space. It's more than a quarter. A quarter, I probably could put like, shit, maybe 3/4 in that joint. You know what I'm saying? I probably could still put like 3/4 in there. You know what I mean? But I brought it because I like this one, because you can sit up there and adjust. You can adjust the levers. You can click the switch. That brings it, that brought it closer. So now, like right there I could go. And that's why I brought it. I wanted to be able to do that. Like, just hit it and let it go, hit it. You know what I mean? Not really like that fast. I'm being dramatic because that'll make the bike jump or jerk. But to be able to just to do that, you know what I mean? And then let it out slow. But when you ride it, you're able to kind of feel it out. So, you know what I mean? It won't be that dramatic. I won't just pop the clutch like that. Or even pop my ass in the air. You know what I mean? But I wanted it close where I could just switch. You know what I mean? So that's why I did that. But yeah, I already adjusted everything that I can adjust. I've adjusted everything. This is actually sitting at my back door right now. But we're gonna get some footage of me taking this clutch lever off and installing the OEM one back on there, and see how the slack gonna be on that, and also the feel, or am I tripping? Next clip. All right, so since we get into this part of the video or whatever, I'm gonna end up getting comfortable, and we're gonna do the mechanical part of the video or whatever the case will be. Yeah, we outside with it. I got the cover on the bike right now, so I'm about to take the cover off, and we about to get ahead and replace the clutch. So I'm gonna give y'all a close-up of the clutch again. And this should be a quick fix. It don't take long to replace the clutch. We're not doing the whole line, we're just doing the lever. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take the cover off. So on the back, we got a clip that keeps this strap down. So we're gonna unclip that. That's unclipped. We're gonna pull it up. I also got the battery maintainer on it. All right, so that's all we got to do. So let me go ahead and give y'all a close-up of what we got going on here. All right, so this is the bike. We got the cover off. We got the cover pulled to the front. Let me go ahead and take this off the front slider. I'll take that off. But y'all can see I got the battery maintainer here. You see it's lighting up green. That means the battery good. It's fully charged. All right. And we got this outside. The motorcycle cover is waterproof, so it's not going to get into anything that's electrical. All right. Next we have the clutch. This is the clutch. This is the aftermarket clutch, like I showed y'all. I don't really like this slack. You know, you can see how it moves. And that's what it's set. And then I set it all the way back to 6, which pretty much if I gotta set the 6, I might as well have the OEM in there. I don't know. Maybe 5. Let's try 5. 5. I mean, it don't feel too bad, but I don't like it being loose like that. So we're gonna put the OEM back on and see how we feel about it. So we have the I got the OEM clutch inside this box. This is the OEM clutch right here. This is the OEM clutch. So we're gonna get ahead and put this clutch back on there, and it should take up the slack and give me a tighter pull. This didn't do what I thought it was gonna do as far as the way that I thought it was gonna feel. So we're just gonna put the OEM back on, and I'm gonna see how I feel about that, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so we're about to take the aftermarket off with this 8mm. All right. So we got that off. When you're taking the clutch off, you gotta make sure that the lines meet up like this. So hold up. I'm trying to. I'm gonna do it like that, and then we're able to pull it up like this, and then we get it out, and cool. And see how easy that came off, just like that. So we got the aftermarket clutch off. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the OEM back on. But we're gonna go ahead and slide this back on, and we're gonna put our sensors. We're gonna put the sensors back on. Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the cable back in the slot. I'm gonna pull it, line it up with the lines. Make sure the lines are set up. I don't know why this shit keep wanting to lock. Do that. Let's turn that all the way in. Back it out just a little bit. All right, there you go. And that should slide in there, which it did. All right. So we got that back on. We're gonna slide that through there. And we're gonna put that back on there. We're gonna use that. We're gonna use these. Now the OEM clutch has Allen key screws. So we're gonna put the Allen key screws back in there just to get it mounted. Start at the top, start the bottom. All right, we started that. And then we're gonna get our sensor reconnected. All right, so we finally got the sensors on. We had to open them up a little bit. I had to use this right here, this little flathead, and open up the sensors a little bit to get them to slide on. But we got them on. So now we're gonna go ahead and tighten up the lever itself. I had loosened up the lever when I did this because I was just going to change the this piece, the lever piece, and not the whole entire like bracket. But I realized that the aftermarket wouldn't go on the OEM, so I had to switch out the whole handle. Yeah, so we're gonna tighten up this nut right here, which is gonna tighten up the plate in this, and then we're gonna secure it to the handlebar in the position that I want, and we're gonna be done. All right, so we're going to turn it a little bit that way. We'll put a wrench on the bottom, a wrench. All right, I think that's tight enough. Yeah, that's tight. All right. Now we just need to get it the way we want it. The OEM has a number 5 Allen key. Hold that like that. Yeah, I like that. And it ain't even adjusted yet. I like that pop back. Look at that. See that? That's how I go. Yeah, that's how it's. And I'll give y'all a close up. So now y'all can see the gap. Got a good amount of. Boom. It's way tighter. And the lever itself feels real tight. It feels real good. I'm definitely yeah, that feels a lot better. We're gonna lock this piece down. Boom, boom. So that way that ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I like the OEM better. All right, we're gonna put the cover back up. Boom, boom, boom. And that's that. So I took the aftermarket clutch off. We're back to OEM. I think the bike works better with the original levers. So that's why I put that back on. Like I said, I did the blue ones because I wanted the look. I wanted it to match the bike. But I don't really care for the feel of it too much. So, but this is the clutch that I just took off right here. Also have the brake. And I never even used this one. This one's still brand new. You can see the brake cylinder and everything in it. Yeah, so these are for sale. Hit me up if you want them. It's still good. It works. It's just, I don't like the feel of it when it comes to my bike. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Holla back at your boy. more videos coming. I got some videos coming about the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. 2 videos of that is going to drop shortly after this video right here. Y'all stay tuned. Bow.